Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, and then I'll watch them roll away again. Yeah, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away.
Being an only child, my parents used to say, hey, where you want to go? And they made the mistake of taking me to Galveston. And then my parents after that would say, hey, where you want to go next, you know? And they would have Disneyland. I'm like, nah, let's don't go to Disneyland, let's go to Galveston. It started off with pure fishing, you know, that you could come down and see it after a hurricane and everything was completely changed. For an adolescent boy coming up, seeing all that was like, man, this is pretty powerful, this nature deal. I really didn't ever see it as this macho kind of subject matter so much, but that's kind of what you see. I mean, you go down there, it's a bunch of these roughneck-looking guys hanging around in kind of a roughneck area, doing roughneck kind of stuff. So whether it was a magnolia or a beer bottle or a guy with a big bundle of fish in his hands or oncoming hurricane, they all seemed to be beautiful subjects at the time.
I've got dreams to remember.
So that it wasn't really things that were done from photography. That meant that memory from things that you'd experienced from a child on up to now, this whole fabric of experiences could now manifest itself in this work. The fish had a sort of a Manet, still life look to it, and I'm sure that you know, Gauguin popped in and out of the studio there a couple of times too. When there's not a lot of references, it's purely kind of something more coming from within you. That's much more frightening. You have no idea what's happening at that particular time. I'd seen that Mondrian show a few years back in New York, and you know, it would have been something that stuck in your mind. So would have that tattoo. So I mean, I think it's just a matter of you know, all kinds of high and low art forms that you find that are interesting to you when you're working on a particular painting or sculpture. For the first time, this is a painting that was done that was in reaction to the sculpture. So that these kinds of forms that you see here are shown in a painterly way there, and the kind of broken up shapes and pieces that you see that are fragmenting this bottle in sculpture here are also doing the same thing in the painting. And I think now, finally, it's all starting to live together very comfortably, where at first, you know, it seemed like I was going to have to quit painting and just be a sculptor. So yeah, I love that place.